For this song challenge, we're standing up and we are going to use some body percussion. So just a reminder about some of the sounds we've got. We've got stomp, try that one. Yeah, I've got shoes on my carpeted floor, so it makes a nice sound. Stomp. We've got pat against your legs. Don't slap too hard, but enough to make a little sound. Try pat, pat, pat. We've got clap. Same thing with clap. We don't want it to hurt either, so when we clap, you can put your fingers against your palm, and if you cup your hand a little bit, it makes a nice loud sound without having to work very hard. Try clap, clap, clap. And our fourth sound that we use a lot is snap. So remember, if you can't do it very well, practice until you get better, fake it till you make it, but we put our thumb and middle finger together and they slide our finger off so it hits our hand. Try it. If you can't make a lot of sound, that's okay, but still do the motion. Try snap, snap, snap. All right, let's try all four. We've got stomp, pat, clap, snap. Okay, we should be ready to go. You might not know this song, so I'll sing it by myself first, but all I want you to do with me is just to keep a beat. We're going to go between snap and pat, just a simple pattern like that. Snap, pat, snap, pat, snap, pat. All right, keep this going with me, and I'll sing the song, and you can listen while you keep the beat with this pattern. Here I go. Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? Then there's a little pause, and we'll start again. No, I've never ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. Very silly song. Have you ever seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? Very silly. How are you doing keeping that pattern with me? Nice. This time as we keep the pattern, I'll sing it again, and I want you to listen for what words repeat in the song and which one do you think happens the most in the song? One word that happens the most. Are you ready? Keep our pattern with snap and pat, and I'll sing it again. Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? No, I've never ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. So think about, what words did you hear the most? What were they? Well, we hear sailor quite a bit and legged, but I think the word that we hear the most is probably long, right? If you noticed, long usually happens whenever we do our snap. So it's like you're spreading your hands out long. That's some way that you can help remember and stay on track with our pattern, because it's going to get a little more complicated now. We're still going to do a snap, pat, with the snaps always being on the word long, but we're going to add something else in between, so it's going to get a little faster here. In between every snap and every pat, try a clap. So now the pattern goes snap, clap, pat, clap, snap, clap, pat, clap. Try that with me. Snap, clap, pat, clap, snap, clap, pat, clap. One more time. Nice. Let's see if you can keep that pattern going with the song. I'll sing, you try the pattern with me, starting with snap. Have you ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? No, I've never ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. How'd you do? Was that okay? Shouldn't be too tricky, but if you need to practice again, rewind the video and try that one more time. Because now we're going to have to switch out just a few of our snaps and other actions with a stomp. Just a few, not everyone, because like I said, our snaps always happen on the word long, but there's, at the very beginning, we're snapping, but it's not on the word long. Have you ever? It's on the word ever, so we're not going to do snap anymore. We're going to change that out and do a stomp instead. So just the very first time, it will be this, a stomp instead of a snap. And then we'll go right back to clap. So, have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life? See that? Let's try that. Let's do the pattern again, but at the very beginning, add a stomp instead of a snap, and then go to clap. So stomp, clap. Try that. Try stomp, clap, pat, clap. And then we go back to snaps. Are you ready? Starting with a stomp this time. Do the body percussion while I sing. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? Now, if you did okay, instead of patting our legs at wife, that kind of is an ending, so let's put another stomp there, like this. Long-legged wife. We're going to stomp instead of pat at the end. So now we have a stomp at the very beginning and a stomp at the very end. But everything else was how we practiced before with the snaps, claps, and pats. Let's try that again and see if you can do a stomp at the beginning and a stomp at the end. I'll try to lead you. Do your best. Here we go. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? Did you get the stomp at the end? Let's try the second half. No, I've never, ever, ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. All right. Now you've heard me sing the song like 6, 7 times, but how about you sing it? I'll teach you how to sing it, and then we'll try singing while we do the body percussion at the same time. My turn, your turn. Echo me. We'll just sing right now. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life? Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life? My turn again. Seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? And the rest is almost the same as the first, but it's answering the question. No, I've never, ever, ever in my long-legged life. Okay. My turn again. Seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. Do you think you could sing the whole song with me? All right, just to help keep us on track every time we sing the word long, let's spread our hands out wide, very long. Ready? Sing it with me and show me long every time we sing it. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? No, I've never, ever, ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. Okay, final thing. Let's see if we can put singing together with our body percussion. This might be a little tricky because your brain has to do a lot of different things at the same time. But if you've practiced well with me so far, it should be a piece of cake. Let's try. You sing along with me and try our body percussion. Don't forget, it starts and ends with a stomp instead of a snap and a pat. Everything else, though, is up here like normal. Let's see if you can do it all. Sing along and do the body percussion. Here we go. Have you ever, ever, ever in your long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife? No, I've never, ever, ever in my long-legged life seen a long-legged sailor with his long-legged wife. Nice job. Maybe you noticed that every time we sang long, we were out here. That's how we practiced it, so hopefully that was easy. Thanks for trying this challenge with me with the song Long-Legged Sailor.